It's been something like 18 months since I brought this tree to my garden, and you may have seen the first video when I was doing initial styling of this Yamadori Oriental hornbeam in my garden. You can find the link in description. This spring the tree responded really well. It grew a lot of foliage and branches. I already did first cutting back in early summer. Now it's middle of July and it's time to reduce the growth even more. I'm going to do following things. I'm going to check how the wires, there are not many, but some of them are there. I'm going to check if they are not biting in. Most probably they are. We are entering this part of a season when the branches are experiencing a strong growth in diameter of branches, so it's maybe time to remove those wires before I'm going to risk the possibility of biting into the bark. I'm going to check the wounds. I'm going to look the branches which I would like to keep, how they are developing. I'm going to drastically cut back everything, especially most of this growth which is on top. I would like to promote another flush of growth, the speed up the building of ramification. I'm going to deal with this branch. I was talking about this. You can find the part about this branch in older videos, so I'm going to make some kind of decision. So the tree looks like this right now, and I'm going to cut back quickly so I can have better visibility into the crown. So now I can a little bit better access the tree. Still way too many things going on. So maybe you remember I was talking about this bottom branch, which is, in my opinion, crucial for a design. Of course, it's not necessary for this branch to be here. The tree would survive, and from design perspective it will be okay if it's not there. Of course, maybe you remember I tilted the tree when I was working on it, so something like this. Maybe I can. So in the future, most probably next spring, I'm going to repot the tree so it will be more in position like this. It's not enough. Something like this. I have to play with it, but just for the sake of visibility. So it will be like this. And this branch, for me, I like this kind of cascading branches at the bottom of a tree. You may remember I have similar hornbeam. You may have seen it in a post recently. And I was telling you that I was hoping that some growth will be here, and in case it's not going to, no branches appearing here, I may thread graft or do something. But I was looking at this branch, and you can see in a detail that diameter of this new growth is already like maybe 8 millimeters, solid 8 millimeters. So in case I'm going to remove it, there will be a little bit of wound here, but this wound most probably, if sealed correctly, cut old part of the branch and make really nice work with a knife and seal it with a sealant, most probably it will work well. So I decided I'm going to shorten it now. I'm not going to wait anymore. Now the branch is gone, and I'm going to clean this wound a little bit. I'm not going to go too much because it may cause the problems, so I just leave it like this, and we will see how far. It's not a final, because there is a thing, I'm very close to this branch, and in case the tree decides that the branch is very low on the trunk and may not need it in the future, it may very well die back up to the trunk, and it will be complicated. I may have removed way too much, so I'm just going to seal it. So it's not drying out. And then I'm going to carve it a little bit more with concave cutters, and with a knife like this, go deep, maybe with a Dremel, so the end of this wound is aligned with this branch, and it will continue like this. Look like this branch is not doing really well, and there is another branch growing, so I'm going to remove this one. There was a huge cut here. You may remember I removed the stump of the dry branch from this place. It's sealed, and there is a small branchlet growing from the bottom and from the top of the branch. They are not in any ideal position, but they are helping in preventing of the tree deciding that it's going to dry out some big part of the trunk. If there are branches, the chances that the tree will dry out somewhere in this place is a little bit less risky. So they are helping me with this. There is a lot of small branchlets from inside. I don't need them, and I will see a little bit better. So this is apex section. The small branches which are very close to the trunk are not necessary for me. This is the strongest part of a tree where the tree is growing. So there is one of the possible apexes. I still don't know if it will stay or not. Maybe the decision will be in spring next year. Still there is continuation of this apex building really nicely. So maybe you see it. Yeah? There is one branch growing from the top, forking here into this branch, then to this branch, and this is also growing. Now it's safe to remove part of this stump and let the wound heal by growth of this subsequent branch. So it's developing quite nicely. So in case I will need it, I have something to rely on here and at this section. But this is already too long and I've broken it already. It's from the really awkward part. Little bit of sealant here, not too much. So if this stays here, unfortunately those branches grew in really awkward horizontal directions. This one is okay because I can redirect it. I will shorten it and new branches will grow in different directions. This one is tricky because it's continuation of apex and I don't want to grow it horizontally. So I better move it now. It will be tricky because the branch is very rigid already, and if I put the wire on it now, most probably it will bite in very soon. That is also not good. You see, it's going into L-shaped direction from the same spot. I better remove it or reshape it somewhere here to grow up like this. I have this piece of wire here. I'd wired this branch, so I think it will already stay in the position, at least the beginning of branch, which is necessary. The rest may stay or may be removed. So now the branch grows here towards me to this empty space, and it's already holding. Still way too many young branches there. I wired this one here because I don't want it to go inside to the crown, and it may mature in the next few weeks. So I just need initial segment of this branch to go into really good direction. So it's not any kind of detail wiring, but maybe something like strategic wiring, where we say to the branch where it's her place. Yeah. The rest is good. This is still too long, so maybe a little bit shorter. Yeah, this is really bad. This is really awkward, so I'm going to get rid of it. I was already thinking about removing it on first. It's usually a bad idea to keep this kind of two branches from the same spot. I rarely do that. I better put there very strong wire and try to bend it. In case it will not go, I have to regrow this part. This one I need to anchor it very strongly because I need a lot of force. So I need to go around this place and then behind this part of branch because I want to pull it here. The problem is, as I told you, that most probably this branch will grow so strongly that it will bite in. I have no other choice but to do it like this. It was hidden in the foliage. One more turn. It's okay. So big pliers. This wire is so thick that I will not most probably unwind it. So now this moment of truth. It goes a little bit. Yeah. I don't want to break it, but it's something. Anyway, this is too long. I can live with this one, or I can wire also this one here. It will be better if it will go up like this. So I'm going to fix it with piece of wire between these two. So it's better now. Now the question is if I can still pull more this up if I want to. Now it's time to do that. So you can see I put really strong iron wire. This is 2mm iron fixed here, and I pulled it in a spring. You can see how much. But in case I want it a little bit more, it's time to do that few twists now. Yeah. Few twists now, few twists next time, and it will go. It will go. So I think it's more or less all for now. I'm going to just, when I'm seeing now inner part of the crowns, I'm going to recut with the sharp knife this cut, this one, and most probably this one, although this is very hardly accessible, but I can still do a little bit at the top and seal it with the cut paste and leave it for the rest of the summer. So the forces of the sugar will do the job, and I also can do a little bit here on this tiny scar here. This is tricky because we are extremely close. I may try to open this wound and do also a little bit of work around there. This is a tricky situation. You can see this is how much the live part fall back. It's 1.5 centimeters. So only these live branches keep that alive. Everything else is dry. Okay, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. I need to get a little bit more out of here. I don't know if I will be able to do that with the pliers, so I may need to use Dremel. I don't want to go too much because still something can happen and the tree could decide it will not need this part. I may look a little bit at this wound. I did it with a different paste in the spring. I will tell you, I was using for many years the green one, and now for deciduous I'm using this one, the white one, which is a little bit softer. Maybe it will work a little bit better, so we can see how much work it did on this wound, and in the occasion I can reopen the callus. It's recut, reopened. I scratch a little bit of old wood from here, and now I'm going to seal it, and the wound will have another few months of growing season to heal. So I think it's all for now. So this is how it looks like now. Second stage of development after 18 months or so. Now it will go on bench, enjoy the summer, and I will see how it will look like at the end of the summer and autumn, and then I will start to work on it again. Now I think it's moving in a good direction. So let me know in the comment below if you like it, what you would do differently, what is your experience with Carpinus orientalis if you have one. And it's still peak summer, so enjoy your holiday and see you next time.